Step 2, challenge groups. Okay, this can kind of be intimidating, especially if you are a new coach who has not been plugged into an accountability group or a challenge group before. Accountability group, challenge group, they're all the same thing. There are no rules in this business really as to what you can call them or label them as or whatever. So name it what you want. Basically, challenge groups or accountability groups are a way for us to coach the people that come on with us, the clients and coaches both that come on with us. When we set them up with our challenge packs, which include the workouts plus Shakeology, they're able to be plugged into this accountability group so that they can share, they can have this safe space to post and talk about their journey, talk about their struggles, and just be held accountable. Now, you can run a challenge group on Facebook if you'd like. That's typically what I do. I personally run one big ongoing group. That's over the last 5 years, that's what I found to work best for me. So every time I have a client or a new coach come on, they are immediately plugged into that accountability group. I call it my lifestyle accountability group. So they're immediately plugged into that. They are encouraged to be active in there, sharing their workout pictures, sharing their food pictures, each meal, struggles, accomplishments, anything that they want to talk about. It's a safe place for them to talk about. So you can run it on Facebook, or we have an app that you can run it through. So a lot of people are now seeing a lot of success working from Instagram. And a lot of my coaches and customers that I bring on are from Instagram and don't necessarily have a Facebook. So if that's a situation that you come across, you can run a challenge group through our Challenge Tracker app. If you go to mychallengetrackerportal.com, you can actually sign in with your Team Beachbody login information and create a group there, and then send out email invites where people can just accept it, and then they're automatically plugged into that app. It's literally an app. They can set up notifications to where it'll remind them to log their Shakeology, log their workouts, and things like that. It's just like a Facebook accountability group, only they're able to log their stuff, right? They're able to say, hey, I drank a chocolate vegan Shakeology today, and hey, I did day 50 of 80-day obsession. They are able to log those things, and you can actually see them. So it's kind of cool. But either way, pick a platform. If you want to do both, you can do both. For a long time, I ran a ongoing accountability group on Facebook while doing monthly groups through the app. So you have that ability also. But for a challenge group, don't overthink it, okay? Remember that you are just starting out, and so are they. So all they really need from you is accountability. They don't need you to know the entire back office or the entire Beachbody On Demand or anything like that, like the back of your hand. They don't need that. What they need is your encouragement, and they need you to be their cheerleader, okay? So I encourage you, when you're planning a challenge group, pick a date that's 3 to 4 weeks out. Things have changed a little bit now that we have Beachbody On Demand. People can usually access their workouts within 24 hours. So the only thing that they really have to wait on is their Shakeology or Energize or Performance Line or anything like that. So it's up to you. If you want to do 2 to 3 weeks out, you can. Just make sure that you allow enough time to, one, talk to people and invite people, but also allow for shipping. With 80-Day Obsession and a lot of newer programs that do come out, we may have a delay in shipping. So just be aware of that as you start to promote a challenge group. But typically, if you're doing a group through Facebook, I encourage you to create an event for your challenge group. You can literally go to Facebook, go to the events tab, and create an event. You can name it anything you want. Fit, fab, something, or New Year, New You, you know what I mean? Like anything you want to name it. Even if it's Raina's accountability group, or let's do, it doesn't matter. Name it whatever you want to name it, and I encourage you to invite every single person on your Facebook list. Why? I understand that it might be scary and that you might say, Aunt Sophia from Jupiter doesn't really do fitness, but you have no idea who's going to be interested. You have no idea who is struggling behind the scenes, and then they see your challenge group invite, and it's like the sign that they needed to move forward, to take this jump, okay? So don't leave anyone out. I don't make any decisions for anyone, okay? Let them make the decision for themselves. So I encourage you to invite everyone in your friends list. And as you start to share your journey from step 1, you're going to have people reach out being like, okay, what are you doing? And things like that. And it's a great way for you to say, you know what, you need to join one of these accountability groups with me. I'd love to do it with you. And then give them the date that they're starting. And then you would encourage them to get their challenge pack, which includes their workout and Shakeology. I have scripting I want you guys to know. I have scripting for every single thing you could possibly need. So as you're starting to talk to people, as you're sending these invites, check out our Files tab in the Legacy Collective group. And there's a tab, or there's a file in there called Raina's Snippets, or there's one called The Power of Threes Scripting. Both of those are my personal scripts that I use for every single person that I talk to. So I encourage you to pull those up as you're having conversations with people online. That's one of the beauties of social media, and what we do is, people can ask questions and we can say, okay, take a step back and go ask Raina, go ask the Legacy Collective, go do some research before having to respond, whereas face-to-face you have to kind of have the answers. So know that and breathe and relax as you're talking to people, and just know again that you have this box that can literally change their life. Know that, okay? So pick a date, start talking to people, and let's invite.